have an hour before I have to run, and I don't think I'm actually gonna make any physical dumplings because I need to make the filling first, so we're gonna make the filling. I thought I'd just go live. I might not be talking much because I am frantic. It feels like a very exhausting Thursday already. I thought I was doing better in terms of getting sleep. I am not doing better, but I guess things always get worse before they get better. I just don't know when they're gonna get better, but my kitchen is a mess. Here we go. I didn't really plan for making dumplings either, so right now I'm just working with what I have, which is carrots, scallions, ginger, onion. I don't even have garlic, unfortunately, not fresh garlic. So I'm just going to be using a little bit of my garlic powder here, but it's better than nothing, eh? Through my dumplings so fast. It feels like I can't make them fast enough. And Grandma keeps telling me that I should make her more every day. And I'm like, Grandma, I'm a one-person dumpling factory. I don't know how much faster I can make this shit. But we're trying. I don't know if I have a lot actively on my mind, but I feel like I never stop thinking. So it be what it be. How's everyone doing? I'm going to pop out your chat and I'm going to granify the font so that I can read it with my very poor declining eyesight. Antidepressants have helped you a lot? That's great. Do what works for you. I'm happy. If it works for you, there's no better thing than that. I'm grating some onion. It's probably gonna make me cry. Your job is bullshit? I feel like everyone's job is kind of bullshit. Oh. Golly. You know what? I think that's enough onions. Okay. We got through half of it. Work is a scam. You're right. Oh. Alright. Scallions next. Grandma is very discerning. Yes, I can give her store-bought shit. And I probably will have to at some point because this isn't really sustainable for me. But I'm gonna keep doing this for now. I've been trying to like retrospectively think about my life and how it is that I got socialized to be so concerned with my work output. I feel like, yes, we have all been trained this way, but I feel like some of us really take it far more seriously than others, and I just don't know what's contributing to the difference in severity of our work addiction. Slowly trying to undo it, but there is a lot of guilt being triggered, I feel like, every time I don't throw myself into work. What do you mean batch freezing? I do batch freezing, it just takes me forever to make the dumplings, unfortunately. Hi, UK. Dumpling party. Yes. Guilt is a scam? I agree, guilt is a scam. But unfortunately, it's a scam that we've all kind of like bought into, so I'm trying to unsubscribe. But you know how some services, when you try to unsubscribe, they make your life so freaking hard? That's what's happening right now. I'm trying to unsubscribe from all of these values and ethics, but it's making my life really hard. But you know, I think it's for the best. I think I would like to opt out. I don't know if unsubscribing from bad vibes is as realistic as unsubscribing from other things. I think bad vibes are necessary. Is that a hot take? Evelyn says, I think we humans are only happy when we are productive, and by that I mean subjectively productive. That again has to do with one's own evaluation. Yeah, I agree. Although I would like to be able to be happy without being subjectively productive too, you know? Sounds nice. I just need to figure out how to do it. How to accomplish my needs. Hello, North Dakota. All right, we got onions shredded. We got carrots also shredded. I'm about to put in scallions chopped. This is all the greens that I have for grandma, unfortunately. Did not prepare. I bought the meat yesterday. I did not think about the vegetables. What do you mean we buy into it with our hands? I think I buy into it with my head too, honestly. I think I do. I think my head is the hardest part to disengage. Oh yeah, I guess that is true, sure. I would like to not work jobs that I don't believe in. That are at least not directly conflicting with my beliefs. I'm wearing my Writers Guild of America shirt today because the writers are on strike. So support your writers everywhere. Everyone is going on strike. It's amazing. We should all go on strike. They're trying to say that, like, maybe the future of screenwriting is with ChatGPT. I think they're beginning to try to outsource these creative jobs to the robots. So the future is here, y'all. How do you like it? Okay. Onions, carrots, scallions, ginger, a lot of garlic powder. It smells good. I'm going to add in a little bit of coriander. I'm going to add in a little bit of white pepper, some MSG, little salt. We're gonna go in with sesame oil and soy sauce and a splash of vinegar. Grandma loves sesame oil, so there she is, lots of it. Soy sauce, a little touch of sugar. I'm going to put in a little bit of mushroom powder because I forgot to chop mushrooms up for her. I'm going to mix it. And I'm going to taste this mixture before the meat goes in so I can get a gauge of how seasoning is going in this batch. I basically just took dried mushrooms and pulverized it in a spice grinder. That's pretty good. We're going to need a little more salt because more meat is going in. Great. Now we're going to add in our meat. This is about a pound of pork. You hate the texture of mushrooms. Expand. What about mushrooms do you hate? Oh yes, I do have a lot of chatty borbs. I would rather have a chatty borb than I would have a chatty kid, which I have a lot outside of this building. Maybe it's even possible that I can roll out some dumplings today. Maybe. We'll see. Hi, Callie. Oh, if they're slimy, you just need to cook them harder and use a little more oil. You really can't overcook mushrooms until you burn them, so don't be afraid. We're making dumpling fillings. Yo, do you guys read the title of these lives? Do you read? But yes, this is pork, carrots, onions, scallions, ginger, spices, soy sauce, sesame, oil, sugar, MSG, coriander, garlic powder, mushroom powder. I think that's it. There should be a quiz. There should be a quiz for entry into my lives. Yes. We're gonna say fuck it to accessible content. We're gonna gatekeep access to content based solely on critical thinking and reading comprehension. But not in an academically snobby way, just in a, are you sure you want to be here? It's okay, you're allowed to goof. I'm entering the mean bitch phase of my life even harder now, so if I say anything that sounds grating to you, I probably meant it not to grate you, but just to be grating. We're moving through seasons of the self. So you're not blocked, Linda. You're just a little extra dramatic sometimes, and I don't know how to handle it. Okay? I don't know if it makes a difference, but I do think it aligns the proteins into a paste if you go in one circular motion rather than interrupt it. But I don't know, man. Some things I don't think about because I don't think it makes that big of a difference. I'm not a food scientist like Kenji is. That's just not my arena. So I do it because it hasn't led me astray yet. Not because I think it's the best way, which I'm trying to move away from the concept of this is the best way to do it and more so embracing the concept of there's just different ways to do things and you should do you. Who else is ready for this week to be over? Also, my fridge started leaking today. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of scared, but also can't deal with it. Yeah, there might be grit trapped in your dried mushrooms. It's kind of like a grind at your own risk. But, you know, if you're not too scandalized by the idea of dirt, I feel like once you grind it into a powder, you probably won't be able to taste it that much. Alternatively, you can definitely rinse off your mushrooms and then dehydrate them again in the oven, and then grind them, but that's an extra step that I have not taken. So, to each their own. I've definitely had good mushroom jerky and snack and terrible mushroom jerky and snacks. So I need my vitamin B12. Is that what I need? Or do I just need to kill someone? Mushroom jerky is very much a thing. Yes. Okay, let's use up our old dough first. Let's see if we can roll it out. This might be the perfect amount for me. I probably should have taken it out of the fridge sooner, huh? Come closer. Come closer. Yeah, I could kill someone and eat them, but that would be very much against the law, and we wouldn't want to go to jail just yet, do we? What's everyone got going on the rest of the week? Anything exciting? Tell me about your life. Thoughts on Jordan Peterson? I know that we should probably laugh at him. That's all I know. Why do you ask? Grandma eats nothing with the dumplings. She just gobbles the dumplings down. It's like 2 minutes and they're gone. What if the human consented to being eaten? Would that still be unethical? I I think we're gonna get demonetized for this stream. Oops. Oops. Wow, lots of art going on. Okay. Colonoscopy, shout out to my hot girls with stomach issues. I see you. A roller derby, wow. Yeah, well, Brandon, try to tell that to YouTube. I'm sure they have a different opinion of cannibalism talk. Definitely just got flagged for that word. You got Chinese food for the first time in ages because you saw a video of an Asian American woman critiquing TikToks of British Chinese food. That sounds like a very confusing sentence in my head right now. And I'm not on TikTok, but cool. Marching band, cool, very fun. Coronation crap, yeah, not familiar with that. Very out of the loop with the British coronation. Okay, we got excitement for coronation and also dread. We love diversity, we welcome it. Pride Month show. It's already Pride? Don't we have one more month before we hit Pride Month? And all the corporations remind you how great they are at being human and valuing all of you and your wallets and your monies and co-opting your personalities and lifestyles and identities. Have you tried chimichurri? I think I have. That's just like a oily spiced herb condiment, right? It's okay. Not my favorite condiment. Yes, Eurovision. Yes. It is the 4th of May. Isn't it weird how running out of dumplings for grandma is now like a solid source of recurring stress in my life? It's not funny, but it is. Our life is comical. I just read about how, oh, we're gonna get so demonetized today. YOLO, let's go. I just read about all the different ways where there's like blockades on supplies going in and out of Gaza now. So there's like a food crisis in Gaza. It's basically, Aaron described it to me as the world's largest open air prison, essentially, where there's just constant violent assault on the area, bombings, attacks, restrictions. And then I thought to myself, if people can adapt to live in those conditions, like, what are we not capable of, right? We always have these fears of life going bad, but we also see every day around the world people existing through all the badness and surviving. And it kind of like does two things for me. One, reorients myself in terms of my own anxieties and worries and puts them into perspective for sure. And then two, giving me this idea that even if my life befell upon hard conflict, like maybe literal war, there might be a chance that I could actually continue to live through it. Because other people have done it for their entire lives. So why not all of us? What are we scared of? We're constantly scared of things going wrong, so we don't rock the boat, so we keep perpetuating the status quo. And meanwhile, people around the world have shown us what is possible in even less ideal circumstances. So why should I be scared? Why should I not give myself benefit of the doubt that I am able to survive even worse? You say you'd rather die now, but I think when you're given the choice, it's going to feel very different. I've been thinking about the ways in which I've said to myself in the past, like, oh, if I ever get diagnosed with cancer, if it's not in the initial stages, I'll probably just not opt for treatment. But then I think sometimes to myself, really? You really think you're going to do that? You really think you're capable of giving up on life like that? I don't know. I don't know myself well enough, certainly, to say for sure. You haven't been able to join in a year. That sounds extreme. Yo, we got some morbid thoughts in the chat today. Sorry I led you all down this road. Whoops. It's true. We all kind of live on this road, huh? Yeah, see? Ray's on dialysis. Ray says it's not easy to give up on life. I believe you, Ray. I see all these people at Grandma's facility. One lady goes on dialysis every other day, but she still keeps going, you know? Life is hard to give up on. Wow, I'm already doing more than I thought I would. Maybe I'll have enough time to make some dumplings so that it can tide me over for the next 3 days. All I have to do is 3 days worth of dumps, so Grandma doesn't have a freak out. Yo, you've been on dialysis for 15 years. Holy shit. Could have been my life. Could still be my life one day. I think about that sometimes. Is this a dumpling? Probably not. But is she gonna eat it? Yup. That's all that matters. Tiffany, that's a really interesting perspective too, that she was ready to go. I often feel like Grandma is not ready to go. Despite her constant saying she would like to die, I don't think Grandma's ready to go. And so I'm doing my best to try to outlive Grandma, but at this point, the track record is not great. But I'm gonna continue doing my best. I use all-purpose with a little bit of starch. I usually use cornstarch. This batch was made with tapioca starch. Yeah, I agree. I think her not being ready to go causes a lot of resistance and friction. But I think Grandma's the type of personality who will never be ready to go, which understandable. I totally understand it. Some people just really want to live, you know? I don't think tapioca flour and starch are the same thing, but it also is a naming convention that depends on your geographical region. So tapioca is also derived from cassava plant, and cassava flour is also like a whole different thing too. So it should look like cornstarch. What you're buying should look like cornstarch if you want tapioca starch. It should be white, powdery, and very fine and stick to your fingers. Is my grandma a no code? What does that mean? Oh, is that like a no resuscitation? I think so. I'm not sure. I think I signed the paperwork for that a while ago. I think the facility has that paperwork on hand. I'm capable of making cute dumplings. I just don't sometimes. I do think that was part of the reason, Julie. I also think she experienced some guilt of feeling like she hadn't done her part to take care of her mom. I also think Grandma was struggling with a lot of air pollution issues while she was in China because she has so many lung conditions. But definitely, I think loneliness had a large part to do with it. She just didn't really know what she was signing herself up for, unfortunately. I think she had a very fairy tale idea of what it would feel like to have someone live with her and to be the good daughter, but I think she bit off a little more than she could chew. what do you think about the idea of celebrating birthdays? If it's your thing, I'll celebrate it with you. It's not my thing though. Not a big fan of my birthday. Especially now that it's all tied in with my mom's birth and death dates. Maybe I'll have more of a reason to celebrate it as a remembrance of her. But historically speaking, not something that I'm particularly attracted to celebrating for myself. I've always tended to avoid it. I don't like people wishing me a happy birthday. I don't really want to think about it, all of that. I think my mom and I were close, but I really don't like that question. I've really come to dislike people asking me that question. I've also gotten irritated at just hearing that question asked of others, especially after a loved one dying. Because, like, what does it matter if we were close or not? Like, what is the point of that question? What is the purpose? Does it disqualify some form of grieving if you weren't close? Yeah, and I agree. Close can be healthy or unhealthy. Yep. Wow, I think I might actually have enough for 3 days. Yay! So glad we went live. I was like, there's no way I can make dumplings today. Did it! Hello, welcome to your first live. Do you have to do something because you're turning 40? I think if you want to do something to make yourself feel happy about it, you certainly can, but I don't think you have to. Do you have to? Who says? Grandma eats 7 at a time, and she thinks that's not enough. She tells me I need to bring her more. So what I'm making is just enough for 3 days. I'll have to make it again. But this is good because I have tomorrow I'm busy. Saturday I have to run off to farm school. Sunday I'll probably be exhausted and won't have time after farm school on Saturday. So this is good. I'll have enough to tide me over. I don't stream the dumpling cooking because it's boring. You're just dropping it in water. Also, it happens right when I wake up to go see Grandma. If you've seen any of my week-long food videos, that's the routine. I wake up, I cook food for Grandma, I take it to Grandma, I Skype in Uncle from Beijing, and I take Grandma outside for an hour-ish, sometimes less, and then I start my day. It's easy for you guys to say, give her some packaged dumplings. She's not. She's not who you think she is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Great. We have enough. Huzzah. What is your conclusion to the short videos? Yeah, you're gonna get more soon-ish, but I don't know when because I have not been prioritizing editing video for better or for worse. So I'll keep you updated, but I'm working on them. I have footage. I just haven't gotten around. Is this considered a huge following? Grandma knows some people watch my videos. I don't know to what extent she understands how many. I also think everyone's definition of what a huge following is fluctuates too. So vegetarian dumplings, I find more of them in Korean stores or Korean aisles. They do exist. Ray, I think if you've watched any of my live streams since Mom died, you'd understand how close she and I were. I don't think any word I can say right now would demonstrate to you better than my live streams in the past have. I think it's kind of not a question I want to engage with right now because I simply don't even know what it's asking of me. How do you want me to quantify closeness with my mom? I have food and restaurant recs in Williamsburg, but I don't know what you like to eat. Behind every question is a motive. Behind every motive is an intention. So if you want to make clear what your motivation and intentions are, you can say that. But otherwise, I don't know how to answer your question. Okay? I don't even understand myself. Good luck. Peeps, thank you so much for joining me on this very, very, very fast stream. I have to run off for the day, but I hope you have a great rest of your week. Not sure I'll have time to go live anytime soon this week because farm school Saturday, busy tomorrow, but I'll see you soon enough. I hope you drink and sleep.